Hello, everybody. How are you doing in this lunch hour? Thank you so much for joining us. So we took a little bit extra time for 5 minutes, just because everybody was joining us, and there's quite a few people here today. I hope you can all hear me fine. My name is Kate. Sure, you know me, or you heard me, or you saw me. We're here today to talk about financial components and also about pre-construction and how to invest into pre-construction and what to do with your investment. We're here with IK Financial, the mortgage side of things, and obviously the Park Amico real estate team, which is me, Kate, and Olga. Um, so today, Olga will start the seminar.
Okay. Hi, my name is Olga Parkhonenko. We are privileged to hold first access to pre-construction inventory, which is called Platinum Access. Only a very small ratio of agents hold this access, as it takes years to build relationship, connection with builders and marketing companies. There are several stages of sale.
So here's a quick graph to show you. I'm going to share the screen with you. What are the benefits of Platinum Access? A lot of people ask me about the pre-construction and how it works. We have several stages: friends and family, which is usually the builder connections. And sometimes you see the project saying coming soon, but it's already been selling for quite a while. We have a platinum stage, which is us. Here we show the numbers, how they change from the friends and family to the platinum. This is an approximate graph, but you can get the idea and how it works. There's also a VIP stage where other agents are involved, and there are general public where the price have risen quite a bit. And there's also extra people who are added to the list further on through the process. So essentially, Platinum Access means best pricing, first choice of units, you get the right of assignment, and you get the extended deposit structure. Usually it's 15% before occupancy, and sometimes we have one kind of a deal, which is 5 to 10% deposit, and that's on the purchase price. I'm going to share the screen with you for that to see how the deposit works. According to the purchase price and how much money you actually need in total. Most of the time, as I said, it's 15%. So the first deposit usually ranges from $5,000 to $10,000 in a way of bank draft or money order. And the remaining deposits will be scheduled evenly across a period of 2-3 year time frame as close dated checks. Most of the contracts go out via DocuSign, which is an electronic signing, and then submitted to the lawyer review, which we have on site and available to you guys free of charge to our clients. I'm gonna stop the sharing process.
We start preparing for any project way in advance, and our investor is constantly aware of new opportunity coming to their way through email or blast. You can express interest by registering via link inside the mass email or calling us directly. We do require your copy of ID to confirm registration.
Yeah, so if you signed up for our email blast, you're usually going to get an email, guys, and you can click on the email to register. And most of our investors, they're prepared and ready for any projects that are coming your way. What to do with your investments? During the construction period, which is usually about 3 to 4 years from platinum sale, you're able to understand what you actually want to do. So here, I'm going to share the screen and show you graphically. So you are able to sell the unit prior to occupancy, which is an assignment sale. You're essentially selling your contract to another buyer and walking away with profit without securing a mortgage. The new buyer will replace your deposits paid, or you can close it with mortgage and rent it out, getting your tenants to pay off your mortgage and acquiring equity. Or you can close it and move it in yourself, or have your children move it. So several options here. Just a quick comparison what we've done before. I wanted to show you actual examples because people say, oh, how it actually works. So here's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It was purchased a few years back, I would say 4 years back, for $451,990. And then the total investment, which is the deposit, it was $67,000. Over 4 years' time, the sold price was $707, and the total profit here is $255. So generally, where can you get this kind of profit? Crypto, stocks, bonds, gold, silver, I'm not sure, but for that one, you're going to lose some sleep. And this is a tangible investment. It's there. We have quite a few examples, and all our investors have gained profit over time. Good ROI. Here's another graph for comparison, just to see 3-bedroom, 3-bath. That's a townhome because we don't do just pre-con condos. We also specialize in townhomes and detached properties. Here's a purchase price was $694. You can see over time gain quite a profit, and that's just in 1 year. I mean, we had COVID during these 2 years of time. The real estate have drastically risen, and you can see this was just purchased back in 2021, and here's the total sale price, which is $950. I'm going to stop sharing. Yeah, so in conclusion, real estate is tangible. There's plenty of options what to do to make it in a long run. Pre-construction investing is a long-term investment, but it makes sense financially with us because we have a great team. It's a 360-degree team. We have mortgage specialists on sites, lawyers to review your contract, and we gain first access aside from other agents. There's only a few agents, as Olga mentioned, that have this platinum access through the GTA, where you can contact us and we can help you make some money over time. And now I guess the girls will take over at IK Financial and talk about a little bit about how you can get the money out, refinance your property, and what are the options you have to put down that deposit of 100 to 150K and make it work for you. Each situation is different, of course, but I'm sure the team of professionals which are here today in this group can make it happen.
Thank you very much. We'll take it over from here. First of all, let me start by introducing ourselves. Good afternoon. I'm Ina Bogdanov. With me here is my partner, Katrina Markevich, also on the call. Thank you very much, Olga and Kate, for having us. We're really honored to be a part of this presentation, and hopefully we can add a little bit of value and build on what was said earlier by Olga and by Kate. So let me also put my screen up. Okay. So we'll start by introducing ourselves. We are here with IK Financial. We are a mortgage brokerage company. Katrina and I have been working together for many years now, side by side. A little bit of background about us. We come from the banks. We spent several years back in the day working for some major financial institutions, at which point we've ventured into our own and opened up IK Financial. So we're a mortgage brokerage company. We've been lucky, we've been successful, we've done really well for ourselves, I think, and have been honored with some industry awards and nominations, especially in the recent few years. We work with all financial institutions and private lenders as well. So we do have access to all major banks. We have access to monoline lenders, A lenders, B lenders, private, you name it. So we have over 30 lenders under our belt. And this is for just to give you a little bit of a background and idea that like Kate mentioned, no two situations are ever the same, and we do have solutions and are able to provide options and solutions to all of our clients, regardless of their particular situation, because everything is being regarded very personally and very individually. So today we wanted to speak to you guys and touch a little bit on growing your real estate portfolio, how to do it, and the financial aspect that has to do with that. So Kate and Olga spoke about pre-construction projects and that you can potentially invest into, and we are here to help you grow that portfolio and help you finance your potential purchases, future purchases. So basically, so you understand, I guess the goal of all of this is building and growing passive income. And this process involves a few steps that are that you need to understand. Initial step, of course, is your buy. That's your purchase. When you go in and you go in with that offer, you purchase a property. The next step following that would be once the property is built and complete, you would rent it out, and later down the road, you would refinance and then repeat the process. And so it goes. And that's how people end up. A lot of our clients, so you understand, have not only one or two, but some of them have well over 10 properties that they manage in their portfolio. And it all began and it all goes in cycles. It starts with one, then it grows into two, and so on and so forth. And that's how the process goes. Switch to the next screen here. Of course, the major component, and that's going to be your key component to help you grow your portfolio. That's the equity that you build up in your real estate portfolio over time. So let's start with the basic. What is equity in your real estate? What defines equity in a home? Equity in a home is simply the difference between current market price of a piece of real estate less all the mortgages that are currently being owed on the property. The difference that you receive by doing the simple math would be your equity. In our example on the screen, market price of a home 900,000, a mortgage of 500, you've built up for yourself $400,000 worth of equity. And the next question becomes, how do you use this equity that's built up? It's there, it's virtual money. How do you take advantage of this equity, and how do you use this money in order to help you buy more real estate? And this is when I'll
let me take it from here. Hi everybody. Ina already introduced us. My name is Katarina, and I'll talk about how to use the equity and how you would be able to take advantage of the equity that you already have accumulated in your property. So one in the most common way to use it is to do the refinance. Refinancing means that you can either, refinancing can be done in different ways. First of all, we can either increase your existing mortgage, so add more funds to your existing mortgage, thus you will have this amount cash in your account and you're able to use it, as Kate mentioned before, towards the, for example, deposit to the builder on the pre-construction house or a condo. Or it can be done as a line of credit. So we can keep your existing mortgage or do a new mortgage for exactly for the same amount as you already have. And for the equity, we can do the line of credit, which calls HELOC, secured line of credit, that you can use not even today, but maybe for an upcoming pre-construction project. As Kate mentioned before, typically you don't have to provide the full 120 or 150,000 deposit right on the same day. It's typically you have to sometime a year, sometime a couple of years to split the payment. So that's why in many cases, it doesn't really make sense to do the refinance and increase your mortgage and start paying interest rate from the first day on that amount if you're not using that amount for quite a bit. So we do recommend in those cases for the clients to arrange a HELOC and line of credit that you can use proportionally and start paying the interest only for the funds that you do use and when you need to use it. As Ina mentioned, we are mortgage brokers. We used to work with a major financial institution, but then we decided and we saw that each and every financial institution, they have their own, let's say, ideal client. They don't really accept applications or do mortgages for each and every client because each and every situation is different. And banks, they have a certain appetite for clients. And sometimes, especially for the investors, for somebody who is buying multiple properties and refinancing and purchasing multiple properties, it's really getting challenging or difficult to get a mortgage with one financial institution. Because as I said, typically banks, they don't really like to have all the mortgages and have a client with multiple mortgages, sometimes 10 mortgages in just one bank, because it increases the risk. So we as a mortgage agent, we have access to over 30 different lenders. And that's how we work with our investors. So we create a portfolio. We know, we explore your situation. We ask for your long-term goals. We understand what you're here to accomplish. And we build a financial strategy for you. So we see what bank it's better to finance, let's say, do a refinance. And then we think already a couple of steps ahead. What bank we can potentially arrange your mortgage in a 6 month and 1 year and 2 years for you to have the best possible mortgage terms, not just on one product, but on all the products, and to have overall your portfolio with the excellent mortgage products. So we do have, as I mentioned, have access to over 30 lenders, and that's how we consult our client, and we provide the financial consultation, and we build a portfolio using different lenders to minimize the interest rate and obviously maximize the income that you are getting from the properties as well. The next slide is, yes, so many banks, so when we are getting calls from the clients, some of the clients, the first question that they ask is, what is your best rate? Honestly, the best rate doesn't mean the best mortgage product, to be honest with you, because sometimes many banks, they do provide some special rates or really low rates, but down the road, you cannot do anything with your mortgage. You're locked for 5 years, for example, and there is no way to refinance your product, your mortgage, your house or your property. You cannot take any equity out. You cannot do the line of credit, and there are lots and lots of the limitations. So when we have access to all the lenders, even we have access to all the rates, but sometimes the lowest rate is not your best solution, because we have to see about the ending strategy. We have to see about all the small prints and all the fees and costs that are associated with the mortgage as well. So that's why when we do your complimentary, when we provide the complimentary consultation, yes, we see your overall portfolio, and we provide the best possible mortgage rates in your particular situation. So how how to take the journey and what's going to be your next step. So if you are looking to increase your investment portfolio and invest in pre-construction or a real estate market. So first, you have to understand where to take the money for the down payment or for the deposit, and obviously to ensure that you would be able to get a mortgage to close the property that you're looking to buy. So in order to do that, we do offer, as I mentioned before, the complimentary consultation. You can visit our website, ikfinancial.com, and book an appointment with either me or Ina. Once the appointment is booked, we do the phone interview. So we ask all the questions, we understand your needs and your long-term and short-term goals. And we provide a list of the documents that we need from you in order to do the detailed financial analysis of your situation. Once we have your documents, we'll have another meeting with you and we discuss all your financial strategy, what is better to do, what bank to refinance, and we'll provide you all the step-by-step plan to realize and to successfully close the upcoming transaction and build your portfolio. So you can see on the screen or our contact information. You can either book an appointment on the through the website or call us directly. Also, please follow us on our social media on the Instagram and Facebook. We do post some mortgage tips and tricks on our pages and some stories that might be helpful in order for you to understand the mortgage process and be prepared for the investment.
Just to add
So
to
I
this
guess
too,
that's
the industry, and I'm sure Olga and Kate would agree as well, the industry is very dynamic. It changes quickly, and our job, all of us here as professionals, is to keep that finger on the pulse at all given times, know what's going on, be aware of the latest news trends, as well as what's to expect of the market, etc. So if you ever feel like you need a consultation or have any questions, feel free. I'm sure that Kate and Olga would welcome the same. Give us a call, shoot a note, sign up to our social media. We do try to keep you in the loop and up to date as to the latest industry news, updates, trends, etc.
Yeah, just to add, thank you so much, girls. Thank you for that feedback and intake on things. And just to add, I think for any real estate transaction, what's important is that you have a team of professionals around you that are working together, such as mortgage brokers, IK Financial, then the lawyers in transaction, property management, all sorts of things. It's very good when you have that team of professional in one spot and you don't have to run around looking for extras. And like I said, actually, like Ina said, the industry is dynamic. During COVID, we have seen the most rise in prices, I think, in all of our career. And me and Olga have been in real estate for more than 14 years now. And pre-construction is on the rise. Also, although right now the market may seem a little bit strange, some areas are going fast and many offers, and some areas are staying still, but we still have a problem. Like I spoke with a client this morning, we still have a problem with supply and demand. There's just not enough inventory and not enough building. The construction industry cannot catch up with the demand, and we have immigration coming in. And so as you've seen some examples, and I'm sure some clients are here on today at the Zoom that made a few $100,000. I'm sure they're really happy about that. And when the money is just sitting in the bank or they're just an equity in your home, nothing is happening, right? There's no interest. Even if it's in the bank, it's just a small amount of interest. If you take the money out and you make it work for you, it's always beneficial. And this is what we specialize in. We help you with your investment. We understand which location is better to invest because we have so many projects on the go. We understand which builders to work with because we only work with reputable ones that we have established connection with. And here we have four amazing women. Yeah, I compliment myself. Thank you. We have four amazing women that can gather together and help you make that first step, even if you haven't invested, even if it's like your first time, and we can just guide you step-by-step process. And just as little as in first year, 40 to 50,000, you're ready to go. You know, you just need to push that button and start somewhere, because don't wait to buy real estate and wait. And it's always better to buy real estate, you know, a few years back and yesterday. So, yeah. So I guess thank you for joining us. I understand there is a question. I don't know if Ina and Katerina, do you want to take on this one? Because there is some properties that's being bought with not your own money and without joint venture partners by finding OPM, other people's money. Any thoughts on this?
Well, other people's money sounds great, but usually it would be the bank's money, right? And I think if I understand the question correctly, please jump in. The person who asked, if I misread it, but this is where you're refinancing your existing properties would come into place, and this is what we spoke about. So we do a refinance, so either by refinancing your mortgage or setting up a secured credit line. That way, you borrow money from your existing real estate portfolio, the properties you already own, in order to give deposit and further down payment on the next purchase and the next purchase and so on. And this is how you go in without investing any physical cash, but by doing refinance on the equity you built up in your existing portfolio. And that's what you're probably referring to. Unless
I think
I
so,
read it
because there's
differently. If you refer to private money, we do have access to private funds as well. We have access to ABCD private lenders. So if your question is related to private funds, so we can help you with that as well. You can give us a call and we'll discuss it in more detail.
I think there is no free money in the end of the day. And I think that if it sounds too good to be true, it's too good to be true. You got to work for something, and money makes
sure.
money. So it's, if you know, it's same as I say, some people send me a project which has a deposit of 10 to 20K. How well do you know this project, and how well do you know the builder? What's going to happen to this project in a year? It's going to get canceled, or God forbid, they're not going to get financing. So when it's a situation like this, I say it's too good to be true. And that's why you have to choose your professionals, and you have to choose someone who knows what they're doing. I actually wanted to share some more examples with you, if you don't mind, since we have a little bit of time and people are still here. We have another project that actually invested in 2014. We're now 2022. It's been a holdover period of 8 years, but if you can see, the person, actually the client, double their investment. That's how well the real estate market is in downtown. And actually, currently everybody's moving from north to the south. And I think it's a great idea to invest somewhere there. Obviously, the price is different right now, but it doesn't matter. We're still kind of being comparable to New York. And I think eventually that's where we're headed. Not quite there yet, but that's where we're headed. Yeah. So that's it when
So
considering
there are
purchasing.
other questions. Kate,
Oh.
sorry, there are other questions in the chat. There was a question, please explain what taxes to be paid from the profit and also how it affects income tax return. I understand the profit will be added to annual income. Thanks. This is the question to your accountant, I would say. So it depends how the property is presented. It depends how the property has been declared to Canada Revenue Agency. And if it's your investment property, yes, you are. You have to pay the taxes not on the capital gains, right? So on the capital gains, which would be added to your income. So that's the question to your
minus the fees,
accountant.
minus the real estate fees,
Yes.
the lawyer fees,
Expenses,
any
yeah.
expenses
Mhm.
that you can write off. It
Yeah.
depends
Yes.
if you have a nice professional such as ourselves as an accountant who can manipulate and maneuver things around. So it works out
Mhm.
and always have to get a professional like this. And another question is, how can I get a home for 2.5 million with 200K salary? I'm sure it's something that IK Financial can maneuver with.
Absolutely. Yeah, let me
Yeah, I
let me
think
just
it's doable.
absolutely, and I'll tell you more. We have lots of clients who have a salary of a lot less than 200K a year, or who are self-employed, and they are purchasing properties for $2.5 million. So every situation is individual. We again invite you to call us and schedule a personalized consultation, because of course we don't want to discuss your finances here on Zoom, but it can be done, and definitely is done all the time. So there's absolutely no question there.
Okay. Any more
That's it for
questions?
questions.
I'm wearing pajamas, by the way, underneath. Okay, I'm not going to get up. The Zoom call is great. I think a lot of us switched to Zoom during COVID, and it's great to share some insights and maybe to introduce ourselves a little bit more personally. Otherwise, it's all on social media and in the email blast.
Mhm.
So I guess we can wrap up. Thank you for sharing your lunch hour with us, and we appreciate it. If you have any more questions, you can always directly call us. Our Instagram and Facebook is parkhomenko.ca, as in for real estate team. We specialize not only in pre-construction, but resale, rent, commercial, anything you name it, we'll take care of you. We're great at what we do. And of course, we work along with IK Financial, Ina and Katerina, who is always able to maneuver your income, answer your questions, and get you approved for the $2.5 million home in case you need it. Or if you want to refinance your property, get the equity out. All you need is to invest 150 to 200K. Will make you double the money over 4 years time, because pre-construction is a long-term investment. That way you can also contact us directly, and we'll go from there. I mean, the market just keeps going up, especially the pre-con. It's been on the rise recently, and still on the rise. We don't have enough inventory. As soon as we get it, we assign it to all of our investors, and whoever is first on the line will get the first hands pick on the best units. Okay.
Excellent. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for
Thank
your
you.
time.
Thanks everyone for joining.
Thank you so much. Any
Enjoy
feedback,
the
you
rest
can
of
always
your day.
contact us.